Smash Factor followers, Natalie Adams here, and today's coaching tip is going to help you with your impact position, and you can also work on your pitching while you're improving that impact position with this drill. So one of the biggest issues that I see coming into impact, which leads to really inconsistent strikes, a lot of loss of yardage and loss with accuracy and distance control, directional control, is that as a player comes into impact, they tend to release the club early, so they lose the angle between the left arm and the club before they've got to the ball, creating this straight line down the left arm and down the shaft of the club, and that then leads to a very flicky and scooping action with the wrists as the club is driven towards the ball. And issues with that are that you're either going to hit the ground before you hit the ball, or if you skim the ground and then make this flicking action with the wrist to try and get the club to the ball, you're going to hit the ball on the upswing because the club head will have already been at its lowest point and it will be rising up, and that's going to make it very difficult to get a consistent connection. And if you're not connecting well, you're going to find it very difficult to control the distance that you're hitting the ball. So with this drill, all we're going to do is take an alignment pole, and I'm just going to position this directly behind the shaft of the club and my left arm, so that I'm really just extending the shaft up the back of my left arm. Now what this will do is it will stop me from being able to release the club early, because if that happens, the pole is going to connect with my rib cage, and I'll feel that the pole is just connecting with me before I've actually struck the ball. What we want to do is swing the club back and then pull the pole across the front of your body, still retaining this angle between the pole and your arm, and then as you drop the club down to the ball, that's when you want to feel the pole hit your left side. So rather than the pole hitting your left side before the club's got to the ball, we want to strike the ball and then turn through so that we keep the pole on the left side on the rib cage as we swing through. Now you wouldn't be able to do this drill with a driver because you will need to release the club at some point. So eventually you can only swing through to about this position with your follow through, because beyond that you would need to use your wrists and the pole would need to come through your body, and obviously it can't. So it's really good idea to work on this when you're improving your impact position with shots that you would only make half a swing with. So pitching is absolutely perfect for that. So sand iron, wedge, 9-iron, any of those clubs, when you would hit half a shot, you can work on how far those shots are going and your impact position at the same time. So here we go, we're going to set up. I've got a wedge here, so the ball's in the middle of my feet. This automatically sets my hands forward. Just make sure my nose and my sternum are on the left of the ball. This is a great setup position with a straight line from the left shoulder through the hands and down to the club head, which is automatically set because of the alignment pole. And then I'm going to play the shot, and I don't allow the pole to strike me on the left side until I've gone through the shot. You can see I've finished very much out like this. Really crisp strike with the club head into the ball. Try that when you're on the practice ground, and notice when the pole is hitting that left side, it should be after you've struck the golf ball. It's a game-changing golf tip.